what's poppin', and welcome back to Popcorn, your stop for all things pop. Of course, you're here with me, Cholo, your host, and joining me is Ian
Hello.
Invencion. Welcome to the Pod Squad.
Hello, Pod Squad.
And what's up, Ian? Anong ganap? So, galing kami sa isang party kagabi.
Yep, I was significantly smashed. And we were supposed to record last night, but I was significantly smashed.
But we live near each other, so we were like, okay, let's just do this now.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah, kasi pauwi pa lang, kasi sumabay siya sa akin. Ang dami ng stuff na pinag-usapan namin. Like, we need to record this. So, we're like, okay, let's just do this. Because Budi and Risa were also with me, if you remember them from previous episodes. But they were like, okay, we have to go to the party now and we can't record. So, I was like, sige, ito na si Ian, nandyan na siya. So, siya na lang.
I love being a sub.
But he's been a part of the... I mean, he listens to the
group.
show. Thank you for listening.
I'm a fan.
Thanks for being one of the popsters or whatever we want to call our fans. Wala pang pangalan yun.
You'll decide eventually.
Yeah, so for those new people listening to this podcast, well, we just talk about all things pop culture, all the trending topics of the week, or we have main topics every week in our main episodes as well. But this is a minisode, so we call it a pop bite, and we just talk about things that can't just wait till the main show. So today, ang daming news over the weekend about D23 Expo. That's the Disney fan club expo that happens every 2 years in California. So all the Disney owned stuff, which is pretty much the whole world, pretty much everything has been announced, like Marvel, Star Wars, Disney Plus, Disney Pixar,
Nat Geo for some reason.
Everything was announced there. But before that, we just have a few things to talk about before we head on to our minisode topic. So they just announced earlier today that there's gonna be a Breaking Bad movie on Netflix.
I'm hella excited for that.
It's called El Camino, and well, the show ended like 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And I haven't watched any of it.
You should.
Don't judge me to the listeners saying like, oh, you pretend to be your pop culture person.
If Game of Thrones didn't give you closure, Breaking Bad will.
So,
definitely.
Well, may katuloy na siya.
Yeah.
And they were like, where's Jesse Pinkman in the trailer?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that because, I mean, like, Breaking Bad ended, spoiler, with Walt dying and then Jesse running off in an El Camino. And it's funny because like the next series based on that whole universe is Better Call Saul. And now we finally get an answer to what happens after Heisenberg, after everything he's done in the drug trade. And I'm very excited for it because apparently, according to Google, it's still directed by Vince Gilligan. So it looks like a
Who's
dope
the creator of the
Breaking
whole
Bad
thing?
Yeah, like a
basically.
very OC guy. And I don't know, weirdly enough, the trailer does not look like he made it. Like, it looks like...
Parang iba yung vibe niya, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of Breaking Bad clips naman, even though I haven't seen the whole show. And looks kind of darker.
It looks like a drama.
Or like, parang may ibang lighting.
Yeah, the lighting is weird, it's a little saturated, which I'm not sure if I like. Because, I mean, like, Breaking Bad is based on, like, westerns or some Sergio Leone movies. It's supposed to be based on... like Fistful of Dollars or Once Upon a Time in the West. Now it looks like it's based on some cheesy 90s movie with some harsh lighting. Or like noir film. So I don't know if it's going to be good visually.
Well,
maybe?
it's Netflix.
Yeah, it's Netflix.
With their
budget.
with their budget and their track record naman.
True.
Majority of the Netflix films are nice.
Yeah.
I'm assuming all Breaking Bad fans are happy.
Of course.
Like, it's all over my timeline naman. So,
If it's
good
Breaking
news
Bad,
for Breaking Bad
I'll eat it up,
fans.
dude.
I will catch up if
it's
on my list.
It's on
but
Netflix.
My list is super long. That's the problem. So, October 11, Netflix, El Camino, Breaking Bad movie. And to the other side of the spectrum, we're going across the pond and talking about RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Ooh.
So, interestingly enough, si Ian
Mama Ru is back.
nanonood si Ian ng RuPaul's Drag Race.
The opposer, guys. I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for all the accents we can copy.
Yeah, I mean, they announced the 10 queens. Buti naman mas konti yung queens. I mean, sometimes sobrang tagal ng episodes because there's so many queens.
Yeah, definitely.
And sometimes some are just like fillers na parang, okay,
And
After one
and
episode,
some of
they're
them
gone.
come back. So it's kind of weird because you know how many episodes there's gonna be because of how many queens can be eliminated.
So this is like 10 episodes or 11 at best.
11, like,
So
if
they
it's
just
the top
announced
two.
the lineup of the queens from the UK version. That's Bag of Chips, Blue Hydrangea, Cheryl Hole, Crystal, Divina De Campo, Gothy Kendall, Scaredy Cat, Sumting Wong. Maganda yun. Vinegar Strokes, and the Vivian. So that's 10 queens. Looking at the pictures, parang walang POC except something Wong. So, I mean, it's the first season naman.
Yeah, true.
So, it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I mean, Andrew Garfield is a judge for the first episode, apparently.
And Macy Williams will be on the show also.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
interesting.
announced it before. So, ayun. I don't know. This is, I mean, I feel like, honestly, we talked about this in episode 3, which was our RuPaul's season 11 special.
Yeah.
And it's just oversaturated with RuPaul's Drag Race. They
Yeah,
just
true.
announced that All Stars 5 and season 12 are coming soon as well, aside from RuPaul's
Yeah.
UK. So, ang dami. So, hopefully, they don't put that out after this.
Like directly after.
Directly after it.
But he does that a lot, right? Like after All Stars, like the one with Manila 4, I think.
Yeah, after All
4,
Stars
11
for
came like
season
really
11
soon
na.
after.
Because everyone was really sad about Manila being eliminated
I hate you, Naomi.
and all that.
Okay.
I love Naomi, so let's not start that conversation.
So going to do things. I'm kidding.
So anyway, yun, it's coming out in October on World of Wonder Plus
Yep.
in the US and BBC 3 in the UK, and we don't know where we're gonna watch it here in the Philippines.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Baka mag-Netflix din siya.
Hopefully, yeah. But World of Wonder is free for the first month if you guys want to cheat your way into
Wow.
watching it.
Thanks for the ad.
I mean,
World of
like,
Wonder.
So just pick the 4 episodes you want to watch and then get some like a month free.
That's true. Pati yung RuPaul, di pala RuPaul, Drag Race Thailand, di ko pa napapanood yun.
Ako hindi pa. Yeah, pero parang ang wild niya. Nakikita ko yung
Kasi
parang
may
sunog.
Asians,
Yeah.
Filipinos. I mean, I guess the UK version will also show a lot of different, parang ibang culture and
Yeah,
ibang
hopefully.
take on the RuPaul na medyo nagsasawa na yung mga tao on the
Mm.
format and everything. So, hopefully this changes it up.
Yeah, and there's a really young queen here. Scaredy Cat.
She's 19.
She's 19.
The same, parang ganun din yata si Aquaria
Aquaria.
when she won.
Yeah.
And Aquaria's coming here September 3 and 4 yata.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So to Aquaria fans, go and watch her in SM Mega Mall and SM North EDSA yata. yun.
Dire-diretso rin sila dito, no?
Yeah.
Parang Monet's going here, Trinity's
Well,
going
I don't
here.
think natuloy sila
Di ba
muna.
na? Ganun ba? Tapos kaka-Alaska lang. Katya.
Yeah. But Manila's coming
Manila.
November as well. So
Yeah.
to all RuPaul fans, it's gonna be fun. And Work the World Tour is
Oh.
coming in Feb.
Shit, din nga pala.
Oh my gosh, I hope my faves are there, so
Grabe,
we watch.
gastos ng ano na to para sa mga...
The whole year.
Sa mga gays.
I know.
May Carly Rae pa kayo.
Gays,
How do you guys do
straights,
this?
I don't know. So anyway, let's go to our main minisode topic, which is all the D23 stuff. So, ang dami talaga,
Looking through the outline, I don't think it's gonna be a minisode.
nakaka-overwhelm, but it's so exciting. We were just talking about this in our previous minisode. We were talking about the Marvel versus Sony thing. So we were
Yeah.
I'm like, even if you say Sony deserves parang the public, not the public outrage, but the public, parang, oh, Sony is not earning as much as Disney, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Disney owns me, and this is all the D23 news just proves that. I mean, yesterday I was wearing Buzz Lightyear jacket, ngayon naka-Avengers jacket,
Yeah.
saka naka-Star-Lord
Naka
t-shirt.
Star-Lord shirt
So
siya.
parang, okay.
I don't wanna criticize Disney in front of Cholo. I don't wanna get
But
into a fight.
that's why you're here. Let's
I don't wanna vilify Disney.
take more of
anyways.
my money, Disney. I mean,
You have plenty.
thank you. Do I? We're not earning anything from this. Sige, let's start na. So, of course, nauna yung balita on Disney Plus. So, that's
Yeah.
gonna be the streaming service of Disney, with Disney plus Pixar plus Marvel plus Star Wars plus Nat Geo. And they didn't advertise it, but plus 20th Century Fox, including The Simpsons as well. So, they're rivaling Netflix, and this is starting on November 12th in the US and worldwide whenever they wanna roll it out. But I think the game plan is parang by something 2020 worldwide na yung service. So,
Oh really? We have to wait for a year.
We don't. We're gonna find our ways to watch all these
VPN, let's
exciting
go.
things.
That's funny because I think The Simpsons had an episode where there was a short like frame of like welcome to Disneyland where we own everything. I think they just predicted everything that will that go on with Disney.
And I feel like with their trajectory, they might end up taking over the whole world.
the whole entertainment industry.
Honestly, I wouldn't
Or just-
really mind. I don't know. I'm an apologist, so don't take my word for it.
Well, I think it's gonna be Disney versus indie eventually. It's either Disney or indie, and I wouldn't mind technically, but in the long run, I don't think that's gonna be that cool.
Ano kaya ang feeling ni Walt Disney na yung company na sinimulan niya? Parang, wow.
I started with a damn mouse.
And now I own
Now I
The
have Captain
Simpsons,
America.
Captain America, Iron Man.
Now we own Jeff Goldblum for some reason.
Exactly. So, I mean, go Walt Disney, go Disney Company. I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy.
my friends, Boody's tita works in Disney, and I mean, based on their stories naman, they treat their employees right. So,
Really? Okay.
that's great. So, I'd love to work for them if that ever comes up.
I wouldn't mind
someday.
working. Like I know a lot of people whose dream is to like work for Pixar. Like,
Kahit
almost, right?
kahit custodian lang ako dun sa Disney building,
Tama.
parang okay na ako.
Kahit doorman lang. Parang, hello, welcome to Disney.
Nakapunta talaga ako sa office nila nung 2 years ago.
Really?
You know that part where may dwarves in the building? The one you see in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disney Channel pala.
Yeah.
Nakapunta ako sa buildings na yun. I saw Walt Disney's original office.
Oh,
all
damn.
that. And I was like, wow, this place is magical.
Wow. So,
And
lalakad ba si Minnie Mouse? At Mickey
wala.
Mouse
Pero
na?
there's like so many Disney iconographies. And
Talaga?
basta, sobrang dami. I took
Museum
videos of it, but I haven't edited the vlog. I don't know when I'm planning to or if I have the time to. Pero
You're too busy with your podcast, Cholo. Ah.
yeah, abangan natin in the future when I
Yeah.
have people to do it for me. Own it. Okay. So going back to Disney Plus. So they released all the trailers and
Yeah.
information about all the shows and movies that are coming to Disney Plus starting November 12 and after November 12
Yeah.
kasi sobrang dami. So first,
Well, it's 2 years diba? It's 2 years worth of news.
yeah, super. It's a whole episode made of news. Made of news. So, hindi to aabot sa main episode. Dahil magiging mahaba din yung next episode natin. That's Taylor Swift. So,
Oh, that's gonna take a while.
it's gonna take a while, but I'm super excited for it. So,
Happy for
anyway, back to Disney
Yeah.
Plus. So, the first one is Encore. It's produced and hosted by Kristen Bell. So, it's kind of like a reality show
Yeah.
where parang people in their high school glory day,
Yeah.
performers, like theater people, get a second chance in their life and get to do their passion all over again in a week-long production of whatever
Whatever they
musical.
want to do.
And yun, that's pretty much the trailer.
Yeah.
And they showed mga productions of Beauty and the Beast, Grease, Annie, and it's gonna be adults playing those people. So it's interesting.
They are productions of things that Disney owns.
Are they?
Are they?
Is Annie owned by Disney now?
Probably, I guess.
Is Grease? Oh, Grease is 20th Century Fox, I think.
So their production place owned by Disney.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. So
Pretty
it all
metaphor.
just goes round and round.
Oh, it is. Oh my god, it's starting, man. Disney owns everything.
They own me na nga eh. So so anyway, what's your take on this?
It looks entertaining. I mean, I'm all for kids who had dreams who were eventually wrecked. I'm kidding, but I mean, basically, it's what happens, right? Like,
It is.
The trailer is I can't do what I do anymore. I have kids, all that, and then Kristen Bell's supposed to be who's supposed to make
The
their
fairy godmother.
wishes come true. I mean, it's interesting. It's very queer eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I feel that vibe din na parang
like a warm
heartwarming.
reality show.
And it's Kristen Bell. I mean, who
I mean-
doesn't love Kristen Bell? From
Yeah.
Veronica Mars,
The Good
Frozen,
Place.
The Good Place, everything.
Yeah.
We love her.
She
Hopefully,
is-
she's not problematic in real life. She
Uh,
doesn't seem like it.
Not yet. Oh, she's already white, so I mean, I'm kidding. Oh my god, I'm not going there. I'm kidding. But I mean, the show looks entertaining. Like I'd watch it, but it's also a little like I don't know what is the end goal just having one production and you're done, or is the end goal you becoming a Broadway star? I mean, it's kind of ironic, right? I mean, let's say it's
You're just gonna take their dream away again.
yeah. I mean,
Ganon.
it's a little meta to an extent because if it's let's face it, if it's a reality show, some of it is scripted.
Mhm.
So if you're a good child actor who does terribly in the prod within the show, Does that mean you're a good actor and then you're gonna be likable? Will they be likable because of what they do in their production, or will they be likable as their personalities in the show? Something
Pero
like that.
feeling ko mas ano yung approach niya mas personal more than the
Yeah.
I think parang last part lang ng
Baka
episode
nga,
will
climax
be
siya, no?
yun lang yung production. So
I want to watch
I love
it.
musicals. I love Kristen Bell.
And I love seeing people's dreams come true.
Yeah,
Most
I
important.
mean,
it's very Disney. It's very
this
Disneyland,
podcast
right?
is making my dream come true and everyone else's. So
Really
let's
happy
go
for
for it. So Encore coming out November 12th. As with everything that we're gonna talk about now, I can't keep on repeating November 12th.
I would check it out. Encore.
So yeah, next, Nat Geo show siya. It's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. So
This
this
guy,
stars fan favorite Jeff Goldblum of Jurassic Park fame, and he was also in Thor Ragnarok as the Grandmaster.
The
Where
Fly?
else did Jeff Goldblum appear? Marami, super
Yeah.
dami. And everyone in the internet loves him because he's like a funny tito.
He's likable. I mean, I've seen a lot of interviews with him wherein he basically ends up interviewing his interviewer. Like, he likes to ask a lot of questions, like, so what do you do, and all that. He's a likable guy. He's just a likable guy.
And he's gonna be doing like random things.
Yeah, it's
Each
gonna be
episode.
Jeff Goldblum versus the world or something.
Parang ganun nga. Parang pinapakita na he tries some sports and he tries some
Yeah.
Korean barbecue and all that stuff. So that's pretty interesting.
It's interesting, yeah, and it's gonna piggyback on just Jeff Goldblum's charm. I mean, anyone else can technically do a show wherein they try out different things. I think there already is one.
Madami na.
Yeah, right.
Sa Pilipinas pa lang
Well,
all the ano na.
a reality show na siya.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jeff Goldblum is just likable as a personality in itself. Like, if I don't think it's gonna be scripted, because I think Jeff Goldblum's movies aren't scripted because it's just him being him. And I'm just excited for it because I like the guy. I just really like the guy. His fashion sense, his charm, his rings. I love his jewelry. They're all great. And yeah, I'm excited.
Same. So, yun. The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Next.
When is it coming out, Cholo? I'm kidding.
It's coming out, you guessed it, November 12th. Next, live action Disney na naman tayo.
Yeah.
And this time around, they're bringing back Lady and the Tramp. And it features the voices of Tessa Thompson, who you know as Valkyrie
Or from
in MCU,
The MCU,
basically. And
from Men in Black.
she's also in Men in Black International and Creed.
Oh, yeah.
And Justin Theroux, the ex-husband of Jennifer
Jennifer
Aniston. But he was also in that show on HBO, The Leftovers.
Yeah.
And ano pa ba ibang show si Justin Theroux?
I'm gonna Google right now.
Marami akong napanood na siya, pero nakalimutan ko anong shows lang yun.
Yeah, he seems cool. I mean, funny thing is, when I googled his name, the first thing that came out was it's Jennifer Aniston's ex.
ex-husband.
That's pretty cool.
So, yun.
Is it actually live action, or is it like
It's
Lion King?
Live dogs.
Actual
Like
dogs.
real dogs. I mean, I guess they can control dogs more than they control like a warthog or a
Lion.
den of lions.
I saw the trailer though. I think their mouths were moving like dogs, but dogs are more likable pag ano sila eh.
And I think the fact na it's gonna be a dog movie
Yeah.
means that people are
They're
just gonna
more
like it anyway.
expressive, and I'm fine with Lady and the Tramp as opposed to, like, for example, recently Lion King being remade, because Lady and the Tramp like came out 1955 or something.
So
it's
sobrang tagal na.
Yeah, matagal na siya. I mean, it's not even part of our childhood technically. It's our childhood's nostalgia of another time. Like when we were watching it, at least for me, like let's say early 2000s or 1999 or something. It's been a while since that came out then. So I'm fine with it being remade, and it's dogs.
I actually don't hate the Disney live action
Remake,
remakes more than people are hyping
Yeah.
the hate bandwagon. Parang the internet is too
Fair, yeah.
Parang the internet's too crazy when it comes to like, oh, we hate, why is Disney doing live action again and again? Don't they have any more original ideas and all that? Pero parang at the same time, kids of this generation who
Don't know,
aren't
yeah.
too interested in the old cartoons have a chance to watch the shows and, you know, the movies
Yeah.
that we know and love from our own childhoods, and they get to experience it in a different way.
Yeah.
And kunwari, tayo rin, we get to see it in a different light as well.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's my apologist
No, it's
in
fine.
me talking. Pero yun, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not a super dog person or a super pet person either, but I'm sure people are gonna love it just because it's dogs. And it's real
Yeah.
dogs, not compared to Lion King, which was kind of trashy.
It was. I didn't see it. I wanted to see it.
I fell
before
asleep.
Donald Glover and
We didn't even
Beyonce.
talk about it much on the podcast, pero I fell asleep during The Lion King.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Pero parang Nat Geo lang kasi siya.
Yeah, to be fair, like, I think, was Dumbo under Disney?
Dumbo was pretty good.
I didn't see it. It wasn't as hyped as Lion King, for sure.
Yeah, parang Dumbo was just released.
And then it was, I wouldn't say it was a flop. I don't know how it went, but I just forgot that it
Imagine
happened.
though that they're gonna have 5 live action movies this year from animated stuff. So
Yeah.
nauna Dumbo, then Aladdin came,
Yeah.
Lion King came, and then Lady and the Tramp, and then later this year it's Maleficent then. So
Yeah, but
it's
the
like
sequel,
5 properties turned into live action
crazy.
all in 1 year.
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I love it. I want to be Disney.
So next, ito na, we're getting to the really exciting stuff.
Yep.
I mean, as if everything else was not exciting enough.
We're getting to our age stuff.
Yeah, to our age. So, we're going to the Star Wars, a galaxy far, far away
Yeah.
territory. So, they just revealed the first trailer for The Mandalorian.
I'm so excited. Like,
It's the first ever Star Wars live action series.
yeah. And I mean, Pedro Pascal is like the main character, and the Mandalorian is.
Wala pa siyang pangalan, no?
No, he doesn't. I mean, I'm
He's just
guessing
known as The Mandalorian for now. But
there are a
he
lot
might
of
have-
theories that it's Boba Fett,
Mhm.
but he's dead technically. Oh no, wait, this
This happens
Which one is Return of the Jedi?
after Return
Yeah.
of the Jedi.
The
So
original
Boba
three.
Fett would have been dead by
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time. So
I have a feeling
we
so.
don't know. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of Boba Fett. I
He's-
found him like parang okay.
Wala lang naman talaga siya sa original.
Can't believe I said
trilogy.
like parang right now. So parang sa akin kasi parang why is everyone hyping Boba Fett so much and
'Cause he was
he
a
just
cool
died
guy.
that way.
In the original trilogy naman talaga, he wasn't that badass. But he's not there. Like I don't
There's
think
just parang a
there was
mysterious
there's a mysterious
cool charm about Boba Fett.
Yeah,
ganun.
and I get why people think it's him pa rin. Kasi they also retconned like Darth Maul dying.
Mhm. For
Kasi-
the series,
for the original- for the
cartoon
prequel.
series.
Yeah, and then he's alive in the end of Solo.
Mm-hmm. So, ayun, I don't really know. So that's
I'm very hyped though. I mean, it looks really gritty. It looks like a actual
parang
western,
western siya, actually.
which is funny because like I think Star Wars was based on westerns or easterns. I mean, the Kurosawa movies.
yeah,
And
but they turned it to a space western.
yeah, it's a space opera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you watch like the older movies, like the transitions, like the sweeps, the
And
whatever.
the very fact na kunwari it's
they're like samurais and
a New Hope,
cowboys.
ano lang,
Yeah.
nasa desert lang. Tatooine is just literally a desert.
Like,
And even
yeah.
Jakku is a desert.
Like it's a background of something more, but at the same time, it's very like contained and intimate in all the planets that they have in terms of how the characters interact. It's pretty. I mean, is it R13 or something? Because that was a pretty violent like way to die. Like
Well-
in the trailer, there's this guy getting
Feeling ko
sawn in half.
it's R13, but in the age of streaming, is anything already parang
It's what you
is,
claim
is
to
there
be.
censorship pa ba? Because your kid can just press anything on the streaming service
That's true.
unless there's a parental control on it.
And,
Pero I feel ko kids wouldn't be too interested in this unless you're like a super Star Wars geek kid.
yeah, or unless it's very very action like packed. It looks
Mhm.
like a very intimate show. Like like actual westerns aren't that exciting to be honest.
Same.
Like spaghetti
Baka
westerns.
hindi
are
lang
really
tayo
boring.
masyadong in on it kasi we're
Yeah,
in Asia and westerns are more like a white thing.
probably yeah, or Italian thing.
Yeah. So yun, The Mandalorian, exciting.
I am very excited.
First ever Star Wars series. Like
Yeah.
they get to expand the world even more because Disney owns them and Disney has the power to do
I think
that.
recently Disney just owns a lot of the people from Game of Thrones now. I mean, Pedro Pascal included.
And more exciting news to come later on this episode.
Eventually.
Mamaya na yun. So, aside from The Mandalorian, they also announced another exciting spin-off, which is
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi Returns. So,
Ewan McGregor returns.
yes. So, I guess we get to find out what happens in between the first trilogy and in between the second trilogy
The
to
prequel trilogy.
first prequel to the sequel. Kasi parang the first time we meet Obi-Wan in the first ever
Yeah,
movie,
Si Ben Kenobi.
matanda na siya eh.
Yeah.
So parang I guess ito yung in between years after Anakin turns
Yeah.
into Vader.
Like when does Ewan
So
McGregor?
will Vader be involved somehow?
Maybe.
Kasi parang, yun na yung time na
Yeah, but I think naman kahit naman sa mga Rebels or Clone Wars, like,
Nandun si Vader.
Vader's just a looming like presence.
Yeah.
Lalo na pag it's a world that he exists or is alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited for that.
And syempre their dynamic is really, I mean, they're the main parang.
Yeah, it's his story technically. It's a Skywalker.
Kasi padawan niya si
definitely
Vader.
And he technically killed him, quote unquote, killed him. And then Ewan McGregor is arguably the best part of the prequel trilogy. Like, no matter how much hate it gets.
What about Jar Jar? Joke lang.
Yeah, he's a Sith Lord in disguise.
So, baka may Jar Jar Binks ulit dito. We never know. Jar Jar Binks returns to Disney Plus.
Pretty racist.
They might even give him his own spin-off someday.
Tapos para siyang Mandalorian, no? Dark and gritty.
Siya pala yung nasa loob ng Mandalorian suit.
pala.
Kasi the Mandalorians, if you're not too familiar, or the race or the people.
It's a species or something.
Yeah.
Race. Grabe kung yun yung twist kung si Jar Jar nasa ng Mandalorian. Portrayed by Pedro Pascal. Sobrang malalabuan na
That would be
ako.
crazy.
I would be so confused. Unless they do it right. Which right now I cannot imagine.
I don't think that's gonna happen. It's just fanfic at this point. So, more Star Wars on Disney Plus will include spin-offs for Cassian Andor from Rogue One.
Yeah.
And the 7th season of Clone Wars.
They're finally
back. They're finishing it.
Finishing
it's coming in Feb 2020.
Okay.
So, hindi pa siya November 12.
Matagal pa.
Like the rest. So,
we'll probably talk about that eventually.
Mas fanboy ako ng Marvel. I mean, I'm also a Star Wars fanboy, but this is the Disney Plus Marvel announcement. So, nung SDCC episode, if you can listen to Pop Byte number 9, I think that's number 9, we talk about all the SDCC Marvel news and including the Disney Plus. And ito, they just give some more details. So, first, they have 3 new shows on Disney Plus na MCU.
Yeah, on top of the ones you already announced.
Yes. So there's gonna be Miss Marvel. I'm super excited for Kamala Khan to be part of the MCU now. She's an Inhuman then, and she's kind of like Mr. Fantastic in a sense na she can just transform herself into different things.
Parang Elastic Man.
And she's the first ever Muslim character.
The character itself.
The Marvel Comics, and I think Marvel Comics or either the MCU. So it's exciting. More female representation, Muslim representation, and Elastic Man's gonna be in that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for another. I thought she was related to Captain Marvel. Apparently not.
Her name's Miss Marvel because kasi the old Miss Marvel was Carol Danvers before.
Nung may Marvel pa.
Before Marvel was gone and gave the name to Captain Marvel. That we know in this time. So Miss Marvel now, Kamala Khan now has this title of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And she's part of the Young Avengers, with Nova, Miles Morales.
Yeah.
So,
like the
millennials. The millennials.
The millennials.
So who knows if these characters will also appear. I mean, I'm a Nova fan then, so that's exciting. And well, Spider-Man is a completely different story. So let's go talk about that a bit later. So next we have a new show also. It's She-Hulk. If you're not familiar with She-Hulk, that's Jennifer Walters, Bruce Banner's cousin.
Yeah. After a blood transfusion.
Yeah, naging Hulk siya. But why would you ask for a blood transfusion from someone you know as the Hulk?
Because you're related. I mean,
so will
compatibility.
Hopefully Mark Ruffalo appears on this.
Hopefully, because he can't have a solo movie, so I think he'll. Yeah, can they have this? I think Universal owns Hulk, right? Or
Hulk lang. I'm not sure about She-Hulk so much.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
But si Jennifer, She-Hulk is a big character also in the comics. She's an Avenger din eh. So I guess that puts her into the fold, and she's a lawyer. Yeah. Parang she represents a lot of the Avengers in a lot of cases, I think.
Mas sane siya kay Hulk eh. I mean, right now it's Professor Hulk, tapos medyo human-ish na yung niya. Hindi na siya parang baby. Ganun yung She-Hulk eh. Mas siya eh.
Kasi hindi siya yung may rage issues eh. She just turned into She-Hulk, but she can't turn back into a normal woman.
Not that I know
unlike
of,
Bruce Banner. So, for me, parang feeling ko magiging legal drama siya.
Kasi parang Daredevil.
What Daredevil could have been,
sadly,
I feel. I mean, hopefully it opens up the doors to the Netflix universe MCU heroes to come back soon enough to Disney Plus. I think may parang may parang number of years na they're retained by Netflix, and then they can probably move to Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Soon, no one's gonna be subscribed to Netflix anymore. I'm
I
kidding.
probably still will.
It's the age of streaming. Ano na, parang cable na yan eh. May
Yeah.
Hulu ka na, may
Wala na
Amazon.
wala na akong cable sa bahay. Netflix na lang ako, saka I Want.
I Want TV. It's pretty cool too.
Yes. So the third new show is Moon Knight.
Yeah,
So,
Moon Knight. Let's go.
I'm not super familiar with Moon Knight. I mean, nababasa ko rin siya, pero I don't know his background, but
He's like he's like Batman. It's this guy. I just read up about it's this Wikipedia page. I'm not an actual comic fan. I'm a poser, guys. I'm kidding. But he's interesting. I mean, he's like Batman. He's a rich guy, mercenary, I think, and he has all of quote unquote Batman's abilities. Technically, he has his version of a batarang. He has his version of a grappling hook.
okay. Because he's Mark Spector,
Yeah.
a boxer who develops dissociative identity disorder. And there's some Egyptian stuff yata.
Yeah, but
So binabasa ko lang yan obviously, because I don't know that. Unlike Kamala and Jennifer,
Na
I know
fangirl
them.
ka.
I'm not really a fangirl, but I know enough,
Yeah.
I think. More than Moon Knight, who I just see as a Funko Pop somewhere.
It's pretty dope though. Like multiple personality disorder siya, diba? Tapos, parang I think he has this thing na
He gets possessed by
Something.
an Egyptian god.
yeah, and then sometimes he likes to think he's rich, sometimes he thinks he's the everyman, sometimes he thinks he's Moon Knight. He has another persona called Mr. Knight.
Ah, okay.
So it's pretty crazy.
So parang magiging siya, anong show yung Legion-ish.
Yeah,
Ganun ba?
Legion.
I haven't seen Legion.
Me neither, but
either.
Lauren Tsai's there, so I'm planning on seeing it.
Sobrang dami talaga ng list to watch. Next, there are two other TV shows coming to Disney Plus and Disney Channel, which aren't really related to MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So una, there's Marvel Hero Project. It's just gonna be kind of like the Encore, but showing kids who are making a difference in their communities. So, your own hero, ganun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's
it.
like,
We have nothing to say about that.
Sobrang
so
Disney.
much.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Oh, Make-A-Wish, pero yung mga bata yung
Yeah, and it's nice na Gen Z, parang ang galing ng mga Gen Z talaga for me.
Ito yung show na ma-insecure ako sa mga ginagawa ko sa buhay.
Exactly.
I am an underachiever, and Marvel is telling me that I am.
And Disney.
And Disney.
But at least they tell you to believe in your dreams and try to pursue it.
As I watch their shows in bed.
Yeah. So last new show is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So they're another combo in the comics. So it's gonna be a Disney Channel animated series. So I'm not too familiar with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur as well. So it's interesting to see how this will turn out.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it now.
And she's an African American girl. So this is gonna be produced by Lawrence Fishburne, who is part of the MCU
Si Goliath.
himself as Goliath.
Bakit yung poster niya mukhang, di ba may old box tayo na
Oh my gosh, Animorphs.
Animorphs.
Parang siyang Animorphs nga.
And the other posters just look like it's Clifford the Big Red Dog on steroids.
So I guess that's gonna be the kids Marvel edition of 2019.
Yeah, because the kids back then are us now.
Yeah.
Tapos,
Obviously.
Tapos na yung ano
Ang
natin.
tanda na natin talaga.
Tanda na natin. Patay na si Tony Stark, tanda na natin.
So, okay. We have also some new
News regarding
details about the other Disney Plus announced shows. So, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Emily Van Camp has announced that, they have announced that Emily Van Camp will be returning as Sharon Carter. It's gonna be weird because Steve went back to Peggy Carter, pero
How is Sharon and Peggy related?
niece,
diba?
niece ni Peggy.
There
Pero gets, parang okay, after you kissed or had a thing with the niece,
Yeah.
then you go, I don't know.
I saw this really weird news. I'm not sure which of the Marvel people said it. They said that the wife of the husband of Peggy in Civil War or Winter Soldier was actually Steve. So they just play with the timeline, and I don't know.
Pero iba rin kasi, iba na yung ibang timeline din yun eh. So, confusing.
Introducing time travel in your franchise just opens up a lot of plot holes you do not want to talk about.
That's why the Ancient One was very particular on putting things back because it will ruin the whole timeline and how people think about it. And it's really confusing, honestly.
And it's weirder, if you think about it, why did Sharon kiss Steve if it was her... Oh my gosh, it's just weird now.
Because that didn't happen
Until then.
Endgame.
And now I'm so confused.
Exactly.
Time
Pero
travel.
I guess they're gonna explore more of the multiverse during the Doctor Strange
Yeah.
and the
One.
madness of the multiverse.
A multiverse of man.
Multiverse of Madness.
So, something like that.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
Tama. So, yun.
The one with Nightmare and Wanda.
Yep.
Scarlet Witch.
And next info we have is that Loki will be 6 episodes. Ang konti naman nun.
Konti
Sana
lang.
it's gonna be a longer episode, like an hour.
Or feeling ko quality naman siya.
Yeah.
Parang Sherlock that is. Just
Yeah.
3 episodes per season. Diba?
Yeah. So it's gonna be directed by Kate Herron, a woman. Yay! And
Congrats.
she actually directed or
Sex Ed.
is part of the Sex Education Netflix show. Yun, isa pa kayo sa hindi ko napapanood.
That's also nice.
I heard it was, so
Hindi
on
ko-
my list.
I don't know
again.
how the vibe of Loki's gonna be. I mean, I've seen Sex Ed, but at the same time, I mean, Marvel's known for getting directors that are very.
Parang may
far from-
particular,
yeah.
ano.
I mean, the Russos were comedy directors. Like they're all weird.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Whedon was like pang vampire. Ano yun? Buffy.
Pero sci-fi naman si Joss Whedon, and he's a big comic geek.
Kasi Coogler, iba yun.
Yeah.
Ang galingan sa African American
So,
stories.
I think it's gonna be a fun show naman kasi
Oh, yeah, it's
because Loki causing mischief, and it's not the Loki that we came to know
And died.
and died. It's the Loki from Endgame who escaped. So
So he's not the Loki na mabait na.
yeah,
kumbaga.
it's a mischievous Loki. So next, WandaVision. Kat Dennings will be returning from Thor.
Yeah,
She was in
Darcy.
Thor and Thor: The Dark World. Si Darcy. She hasn't been in the MCU for a while, but
No.
it's exciting that she's coming back. Kasi I guess they're preparing also for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's back.
Yeah.
Because she's a friend. She's an intern of Jane.
Mm.
And Randall Park, who appeared as Jamie Woo in Ant-Man and the Wasp, will also be in WandaVision. Ang random though na, how are they connected to
Ang
Wanda and
Shield
Vision?
lang ata. Oo, ganun. Siya may crush kay Scott lang, di ba?
Si Darcy?
Hindi, si Jimmy Woo.
Si Jimmy.
Yung parang, do you really want to have there?
I don't remember anymore.
But I love that
So
guy.
much has happened since. So, yeah. I mean, these are all really good comedians.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting. I am still hoping that they change the title, but it's still WandaVision and it's still MCU. And so far, they've only come out with quality stuff.
but you were asking me a question yesterday about my thoughts on the MCU,
Yeah.
which was if nagsasawa na ba ako?
Yeah.
Or,
Are you tired of it? I mean,
well, honestly, I'm not. And I don't think they're ever gonna run out of things to put out because Marvel has so much characters and
that's true.
Disney has so much money to put out.
But at the same time, what I said yesterday was, I wouldn't be angry if the MCU just ended after Endgame. Like, they were done. I mean, it's a money-making, like, franchise for sure.
And they're really, parang they're the first super successful world-building franchise that the Hollywood has seen, or the
That's
world.
true. Yeah.
So, I guess we'll have to see with the TV shows. Kasi kung having 3 movies a year to 2 to 3 movies a
Yeah.
year, it's acceptable enough na parang we have enough time to recover and talk about it.
Yeah.
But adding TV shows in between, parang that's even more. Kasi
That's too much.
I haven't finished all the Marvel Netflix shows at this point. And, it's been a while.
They're nice, but don't bother. I'm kidding. Daredevil lang maganda para sa akin.
I actually like Iron Fist, contrary to what everyone believes.
Really?
And The Defenders was a fun show.
Defenders was same director ng Iron Fist, so it was weird. Parang,
Don't be an Iron Fist hater. Just kidding.
hindi ko na-realize mo. Oo nga, ang dami nilang galing Game of Thrones na sa Marvel.
Actually,
Kasama
even,
na yun. Kasama siya.
yeah,
Si Iron Fist.
Tyrell family. So last, they just showed some footage of the what ifs
Yeah.
from the Marvel Studios What If. So they showed Peggy Carter as Captain Britain. Kasi yun yung what if kung si Peggy yung nakakuha ng super serum
yeah.
more than Steve. And then I think they showed Captain America as a zombie.
As a zombie.
And Black Panther as part of the Guardians.
Yeah.
So it's all gonna be the voices of the people.
And it's gonna be anime. Like, from the artwork itself, it looks like it's gonna be interesting. Like, it doesn't look like a typical, like, animated show.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it's gonna be good. Cause I heard that the actual What If
Comics.
comics aren't that great. Like, it's just
Random
there.
lang
Yeah.
siya.
Parang may mga small gems lang in between na maganda. But I'm excited for this. I mean, animated siya as MCU. Tapos, they could finally go ham with weird stuff. I mean, I don't think a zombie would appear in the MCU anytime soon.
Yeah. Pero may whole Marvel Zombies thing. So,
Yeah, yung
I
kay
mean, I
Spider-Man.
guess for the people who are super into the comics more than the general MCU fans, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And they get to bring that concept over to the MCU.
Yeah, definitely. Feeling ko ito yung mga animated shorts na sobrang mahal kasi yung mga actors na to, I mean, A-list.
They're the A-list
A-list na sila.
I mean, but they wouldn't be A-list without Marvel either, I feel.
That's true.
So, yun. Those are all the Marvel Disney Plus news. There's more Marvel to come later in the episode. And next, ito, super childhood.
Medyo natuwa ko dito.
Lizzie McGuire is coming back in her 30s in a Lizzie McGuire reboot. And, of course, Hilary Duff will be back.
Yep.
Parang wala pa masyadong other details about this aside from the fact that she will be there.
And then she has kids or something? And
I don't know. Was there
I think
an
so.
announcement about that? I just know that Raven's Home is more like that. Kasi parang if you repeat Raven's Home pero with Lizzie McGuire,
Yeah.
parang wouldn't it be the same thing?
I just want to know what her, like, the small animated sketch girl,
What she will
that
look
would look
like,
like.
the mini Lizzie. Will she still be that old?
yung conscience niya.
Will it still be the old kid
Yeah,
Lizzie?
or is it gonna be a more mature
Adult na. Actually,
version of her?
that's yun iniisip ko din yung kanina when I was watching the announcement video.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I mean, right now, I see that Disney is just really capitalizing, not in a negative way, like, take it as you will, but it's really capitalizing on nostalgia. Lizzie McGuire, Anne Hathaway, mga ganun, diba?
And this is what dreams are made of.
True. So I think Lizzie McGuire's nice. I hope it's more of a realistic take on adult life. Because most of the fans of Lizzie McGuire right now are currently going through that, like, adulting.
Tayo pa nga yung younger...
Yeah, we're the younger
We're the
batch.
younger batch of Lizzie McGuire watchers. We grew up more with, like, Hannah Montana and Sweet Life more than
Sweet Life.
Lizzie. And Raven. Pero yung Lizzie kasi mas a bit older than us.
Para siya mga Keenan and Kel level din.
Mga 30s na siguro yung mga people
Yeah.
na sumabaybay kay Lizzie. So, it's exciting to see how she will treat life. Is she a fashion designer now? Did she end up with Gordo? Buhay pa ba sila Lane? Because she was gone from that last movie. We don't know.
I
hope Lane comes back. # Pinoy Pride.
Tapos, di ba meron siyang emo best friend? Or emo ba yun? Parang edgy, goth best friend?
Si Lane.
Yeah,
Not Lane.
Si Lane ba yun? Di ko
Si
alam.
Miranda.
Yeah.
Lane is the actress who plays Miranda.
Yeah.
Who didn't appear in the movie.
Oo nga. Okay, well, sana...
Who would ditch a trip to Europe, honestly?
True. Pero excited daw dyan. PG-13 ba siya? Or parang mga weird, like, mumura na si Lizzie kasi matanda na siya.
We don't know. So, I guess we'll see when it comes out. Wala pa siyang date.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
So, it's not November 12?
It's not November 12. And then, last but not the least,
Speaking of nostalgia.
na pag-uusapan talaga natin, I put it at the very last because I know I'm gonna spaz about it. It's the High School Musical, the series. So,
That title, though.
we're hating on it when they announced that was gonna be the title. But I was like, as a High School Musical stan myself, I'm sure this will be pretty good. Because I've been reading about it even before the whole bandwagon hatred that was happening online. Kasi nababasa ko na ano yung magiging concept.
Yeah.
Na there's gonna be a staging of High School Musical, the musical, in East High. And it's the series. So that's why it's called High School Musical, the series.
Are you fanboying because it's High School Musical but with Glee elements in terms of...
Well, di naman
Glee vibe siya
may
eh.
pagka-Glee vibe, but I'm also getting a very The Office, Modern Family mockumentary vibe.
style.
And it's very targeted not just to new fans of High School Musical,
Yeah.
but also to us who grew up with it.
With the
Basically,
songs.
I really started enjoying musicals because of High School Musical.
Oh, really? It's cool.
So, to go back to East High, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't botch it.
Hopefully. Right now, like, from the trailer, the characters look likable.
They do.
Especially the last guy with the very sassy...
The gay guy.
Yeah. I like him. I watched High School
Parang
Musical.
siya yung magiging representative yata ng age bracket
bracket
natin.
natin.
Or he's the breaking the fourth wall character na parang,
Pero hater siya ng dalawang sequel, di ba?
I don't know, I loved High School Musical 3 more than 2.
Oh.
So, I don't know. But I love High School Musical in general, and of course, this is still in the world, or whatever. It's super meta. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Actually, now I get why the title's like that, because it's meta as fuck.
So, yun. High School Musical, the musical, the series. I'm super looking forward to it.
Me too.
November 12th.
It's interesting, because they swear, like, they've been swearing in the trailer.
They said,
it's
shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
So,
but they beeped out the shit.
yeah, pero I don't know if they're gonna do that in the actual show or not.
And it's like, they actually look like they're in high school.
Yeah.
Hindi naman sila mamatanda.
Yeah.
Parang yun yung sakit ng shows set in high school. They usually look older than...
Like Cory Monteith on Glee, R.I.P., was 30 years old when he was playing a 17-year-old. So,
yeah, parang at least ito, they're actual kids.
And next, wala pang announcement kung sino si Sharpay and Ryan in the musical. So,
I think we're gonna find that out in the show, right?
yeah,
That's the
because
actual...
Troy and Gabriella have been revealed in
Yeah.
the trailer na. So, ayun. So, I guess that's pretty much it for Disney Plus. I think it's gonna be more than a minisode. Umabot na tayo ng 46 minutes.
I am sorry.
I mean, whatever. I hope people are still listening at this point.
To be fair,
But,
we're almost done.
Other projects announced for Disney Plus include Noel. It's a Christmas movie starring Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. There's also a trailer for that, but we're not gonna go much into it.
Don't watch trailer. It spoils it at the end, honestly. I kind of regret watching
Feeling
the
ko may
trailer.
mangyayari pa kaya pinakita na yun.
Maybe.
And then Forky asks a question. So Forky from Toy Story 4, which I loved that character, will have a mini series where he asks questions about life. Bagay sa ito, Philo, major ka.
To be fair, when I saw the premise, and there's actually an actual episode, like, idea, which is the piggy, Mr. Ham, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The piggy bank is gonna teach Forky finances.
Mm.
So it's not just about, like, existential questions.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting show to have in Disney Plus, because it's obviously for younger, like, kids who...
Like
it's like
me.
Sesame Street.
Like
Sesame
me.
Street. No.
Actually, parang you get to understand the world
Yeah.
more through Forky. He's also, like, just born into the world.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Sana
literally...
nandun din si Knifey? Is that her name?
Yung girl.
The girl
Yeah.
version.
Probably. So it's the same voice actors pa.
Yeah, it's everyone else except Buzz and Woody, I think. Kasi
Mahal sila.
parang, I think they just said Toy Story 4 will be their last.
Okay.
So all other new characters or old characters who are not them will appear with Forky in each episode. And then Phineas and Ferb, the movie, Candace Against the Universe. I haven't seen a Phineas and Ferb thing in a while.
Yeah. I think they're older now. I think Phineas went to college the last time I saw him.
Yun na yung last episode yata.
I think, yeah. But I love that show, and I'm excited for that.
Gitchy Goo.
Exactly. Like, I have music pa lang. Excited na ako. Next,
Next is Monsters at Work. So it's a Monsters Inc. TV
Universe,
show.
no?
It's a Monsters universe. Yun lang. Wala pang details about a lot of these things. And then there's Diary of a Female President. It's executive produced by Gina Rodriguez from Jane the Virgin. And it shows, I guess it's a female empowerment show, which is great
It's
because
cool, yeah.
Disney is embracing all these diversity shows.
And gets to know that it makes money too, diba?
That's true. Because, it's unanswered need.
Yeah, it's 2019. About time.
Yeah.
2020 nga ito lalabas.
2020 na siya. Yung Diary of a Female President. Muppets Now is also coming out. So it's a unscripted Muppets show. Wala pa masyadong...
Yeah.
I don't know what else is gonna be there.
I don't know what else is there.
But the Muppets are crazy enough on their own. So I'm sure Muppets fans will be delighted by this.
Yeah, I think these are the more...
Adult.
Like, parang adult for kids. Yun yung mga parang variety na lang. Parang you don't have to say any more about it. Or I think they haven't actually started doing it.
Meron na yung Muppets yata. I think November 12 din siya.
Talaga?
Tapos, they announced that there will be reimaginings of Home Alone and Night at the Museum and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Those are so recent except for Home Alone. So, we'll see when they come out on Disney+.
Tingin mo ano mangyayari sa Home Alone?
Baka tumanda na siya, ganun. Pero reimagining so I think it might be a African-American kid or an Asian kid doing it than a white kid.
That's true. Tapos hindi na siya parang die hard for kids.
It makes more sense na an Asian kid would be doing all those contraptions to Baka
Wala na si
Pinoy
Joe
siya.
Pesci.
So, ayun, Disney Plus starts streaming on November 12. If you haven't heard that date enough for the USA, no word yet when it will be out in Asia or the rest of the world. But if you go to disneyplus.com or something, there's a
Super self-posted.
get an email, and then I subscribe to that. Of
Sa
course.
newsletter ka na agad.
So may newsletter na ako ng Disney Plus, and we will be announcing on the podcast once there's So Disney, please sponsor us because we're just selling everything you're putting out.
Or buying everything you're putting out too.
That's true. So ito na, second part of the pod about D23 Expo news. It is the movie news roundup from the Walt Disney Studios panel. So they just announced a bunch of movies and showed some first looks. So first there's Jungle Cruise. That's from a Disneyland.
It's a
Disneyland
ride.
ride. Parang Tomorrowland din. Na ginawa ng movie.
Or Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. So Jungle Cruise it will star The Rock and Emily Blunt.
The Rock, is The Rock always gonna be in some sort of like Amazonian outfit
I'm sure
for the
he
rest of
will.
his life?
That's so sad.
But
But
he's being typecasted as
di naman.
As
Sa
whatever.
Fast and Furious naman, wala naman siyang ganung
sa
vibe.
bagay.
Tapos, after Jungle Cruise, there's Pixar's Soul, which will feature the voices of Jamie Foxx with 2 X's and Tina Fey. And that goes out on June 19, 2020. I mean, it's Pixar.
Yeah, it's Pixar.
Has Pixar ever gone wrong outside of Cars 2? I don't think they have.
If you wouldn't have said Cars 2, I would have answered Cars 2 in a heartbeat.
Pero it was a fun movie still,
Yeah.
but it just didn't have as much
Charm,
heart
yeah.
as other Pixar movies.
Well, if it's Pixar, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be made with love at most.
Yep. So, yun. And then we also have our first look at Emma Stone as Cruella de Vil.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is...
I did not recognize her, to be honest.
I forgot na she
Akala ko
was gonna be Cruella nga eh.
Akala ko si Manila Luzon eh. Joke lang.
It makes sense. They could have gotten Manila for all we know.
That would be pretty funny. Pero, I don't, what is it? Is it a...
I think it's a prequel
Is it like
to
Maleficent?
the younger days of Cruella de Vil.
So parang yung mga villains of, like known villains of Disney.
Ginagawa na nila ng sariling
Humanized.
movies. So Ursula, susunod na yun. Captain Hawk.
I like Emma Stone. She's a good
Who
one.
doesn't love
Good
Emma
actress.
Stone? People probably don't love her as much as we do.
Like, I don't know how you're supposed to relate to a character who wanted to kill a bunch of Dalmatians for her clothes. Like,
Yun nga
I
eh.
want to see how they do
Pero
that.
in the first look photo, may Dalmatians din siyang hawak eh. So maybe it was like before the Dalmatians do something crazy to make her hate Dalmatians.
It's gonna be hard to make you hate, like, make an audience hate a dog, dude. Like, that's
So we'll have to see
that
for
is impossible.
ourselves how Cruella will be.
baka para siyang Devil Wears Prada sa fashion designer.
Pwede. Pero we already had a live action Cruella na rin in Dalmatians.
Yeah, 101.
101
Yeah. That
and
was nice.
102.
Yeah, 102.
So those ayun yung nostalgic talaga yung Dalmatians 101 and 102. So that's exciting.
Yep.
Emma Stone that comes out May 28, 2021.
Tagal na.
Sobrang haba ng long-term planning nila.
Sobrang yung
I
planner
wish
siguro nila.
everyone was like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Then there's a new Disney animation they announced. It's called Raya and the Last Dragon, starring Cassie Steele as Raya and Aquafina as Sisu, who is the last dragon. So I think it's leaning more on the Asian side of things, which is great.
I was imagining that it's just like it's like Mulan but with just wushu or something. Something like that.
Feeling ko mas Oriental,
Mas
Chinese,
less offensive.
probably. Kasi Mulan was more of like an urban story, I
nga.
feel. Ito yung parang mas katutubo yata.
Did you watch Sagwa the Chinese Cat?
Oh my
Parang ganun.
gosh! Sa Disney Channel din yun, di ba?
Baka parang ganun siya.
Baka. So, pinakita yung pictures actually of what the animation will look like. So, it looks pretty interesting. Feeling ko, comedy siya kasi Aquafina kinuha nila as the dragon. And that's gonna be Aquafina looking like a unicorn dragon thing. We don't know how it will be yet. So, that's pretty exciting. Again, is anything we talked about not exciting? Parang wala naman hindi exciting dito.
Well, it's Disney and you're a Disney fanboy. Kahit
I am.
kung hindi man lang siya exciting, you'll still be excited.
I know. So, ayun, that will come out in November 2020. So, that's pretty much the same time as the Eternals. So,
Yeah.
that's a Disney month. Of course, another November movie is Frozen 2, which is coming out later this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big. I'm sure all the crazy Frozen fangirls and fanboys will be out again. And as so will all be the bandwagon haters of Frozen.
I'm not one of those. Just for the record,
That's good.
I enjoyed the songs. I don't love it as much, but it's cool.
It's a great movie, and Frozen 2 will expand the world even more. I don't even know how they will do it.
Mm.
So that's pretty exciting stuff. They announced new cast members.
Baka dito na malalaman na, alam mo yung theory na yung parents ni Elsa, yung parents ni Tarzan.
Ni Tarzan.
Baka yun eh.
Kakanta na ng You Being My...
Lalabas si Phil Collins.
Tapos lalabas na rin si ano...
Since actual Phil Collins.
Si Turk.
Like in a suit. Lalabas si Phil Collins.
So, ayun. They announced new characters as well, played by Sterling K. Brown as Lieutenant Destin Matthias. I don't know who he will be. And then Evan Rachel Wood will be the mom, Queen Eduna. Eduna means. Tapos, that's Queen Eduna is Anna and Elsa's mom. So I guess that's gonna be throwbacks or flashbacks rather.
Yeah, or baka may yan siya, may parang lullaby siya.
She's alive! Just kidding.
Kulit. Or robot siya. Joke lang.
So-
Westworld reference.
Di ko pa napapanood yun.
Put it on your list, Cholo.
This is an episode where you find out the things that I haven't watched. Sadly. You're gonna cancel me na at this point.
Hindi. Pop pala ha. Joke lang.
Popcorn pala. Pop culture vulture pala. So, ayun.
Balik
We're
Marvel.
back to Marvel. So, they just had an Eternals presentation. Kasi these are more of the Marvel Studio films. So, nandun, syempre, si Richard Madden, the king in the north.
The dead king in the north.
Yes. Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, and Kumail Nanjiani, who has a glow up. He looks super jacked
Yeah.
as...
Well, feeling baka nasa contract yun ng Marvel.
Yeah.
You have to
I
have
should just
abs.
join the Marvel universe so I don't
Oh,
look like a blob.
I mean, Chris Pratt did it.
I
Why not?
know. Then, they just announced that Kit Harington is joining the MCU as Black Knight.
Are all the Stark kids in Disney na? I mean, like Richard
Si
Madden.
Sansa, wala pa.
Technically, kung Fox.
Well, if
Right.
they try to bring her back as Jean Grey,
Tapos
I
may-
wouldn't mind.
Tapos Macy Williams as a New Mutants, kung lalabas pa yun.
Lalabas siya as a streaming exclusive yata on
Or-
Hulu.
On Hulu.
Yeah. So that's a GOT reunion.
Yep.
Exciting. Black Knight is the love interest of another Eternal. I don't think Black Knight himself is an Eternal kasi. So that Eternal is Cersei, played by Gemma Chan, who also played Minerva in Captain Marvel. So I mean, Minerva didn't really have a big role in Captain Marvel anyway, so I
Yeah.
guess they decided to...
I don't even remember she existed, dude.
Yeah, so...
I'm so excited for her to have a nice part though, like an actual big part. And
yeah, she's a great actress. If you saw Crazy Rich Asians, siya si Astrid.
I haven't seen it yet.
You should.
Sige na, long distance na tayo mga diyata na parod. Her name's Cersei?
Yeah.
We're talking about Game of Thrones. Her name is Cersei. I'm so confused right now.
Confusing stuff. So, yun. Ano pa ba? May Black Panther 2 announcement date na. That's
And
May 6, 2022. And returning director Ryan Coogler.
Yup. I love Ryan Coogler, man.
And
He
last,
gets it.
yeah. Ano pa kayang magagawa kay Black Panther at this point?
Oo nga. I mean, if it's a post...
There's a new threat to Wakanda.
It's
now
a
that
post-Endgame
open.
world eh.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's gonna be political. It's Ryan Coogler. I mean...
And in this economy, in this climate,
Yeah, when it's coming out in 2022, technically, if Trump wins again, it's gonna be a very intense show.
oof. So, well, malayo pa ang 2022. Or so we think as we record this. But next thing you know, we're already watching Black Panther 2.
And I'm gonna be 27 or something. Ilan taon na ba ako?
Ilang taon ka na ba?
27, tama. 25, 24 now. Okay, so, wala na si Spider-Man. Sad ka ba?
Super sad. I mean, we were talking about this on the last minisode then na now they just announced that the end of Spider-Man in the MCU is kind of real for now. I'd say for now pa rin. So, sabi lang ni Tom Holland during an interview during D23, basically, we've had 5 great movies. It's been 5 amazing years. I've had the time of my life. Who knows what the future holds? But all I know is that I'm going to continue playing Spider-Man and having the time of my life. It's going to be so fun, however we choose to do it. Hashtag PR.
It's funny. I think he was in the panel because he was promoting the
Onward.
Onward, his picture movie with Chris
Mhm.
Pratt, and it's pretty sad. You can't not talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's there.
And he
People
told
are
the
gonna
crowd na I love you 3000.
Yeah, well, honestly, I wouldn't. I mind that Spider-Man's not in the MCU anymore, but it won't. I don't think it's gonna be a strong franchise. Like, it's a testament that it's a strong franchise. If you could lose a character that everybody loves and you could still just move on.
Yeah, pero syempre on the Spider-Man end of things, we don't have as much creative control na from the MCU. So that's kind of scary knowing the track record of Sony Pictures and
Yeah.
Spider-Man, except for Spider-Verse,
With the exception of Spider-Verse.
So we don't know. I read another Facebook post kanina saying this person was one of the insiders during the announcement of Spider-Man joining the MCU, and he says the talks are not over yet.
Mhm.
So, syempre, PR public muna na, okay, we're so sad. And I'm sure Tom Holland is sad himself kasi this is the universe he grew up in as the
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So,
And
Who
it was
wouldn't
his
be
dream,
sad?
right? Childhood dream yun eh.
exactly. I mean, he still be Spider-Man
Paano-
with Venom.
Paano there's the first episode na Encore?
Si Tom Holland
Si
pala.
Tom Holland.
Get a second chance at playing Spider-Man.
So sad.
And hey, I'm Kristen Bell.
Yung first episode ng Encore.
Yup.
Kasi nasira yung dreams niya.
Ang sad. Pero I mean, exciting din naman na makasama din si Venom. Or if
Yeah.
if they finalize the talks, who knows if Sony will also give Venom and Black Cat and White Tiger.
Yeah, or the rest of the Sinister Six or something.
Yeah, I mean, kasi those are the movies in development over at Sony Pictures. So, we never know how they will.
I trust Sony. I think Sony made a pretty, good Spider-Man game, the one for PS4.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
So I think they know Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
We were just really attached to the MCU version.
Pero yeah, it's not the end of. I don't think it's the end of the story talaga.
Me neither.
So, there you go, Spider-Man stuff. And lastly, on this quote-unquote mini-sode na
I'm
umabot
sorry,
ng 1
madaldal
hour.
ako.
Madaldal kami dalawa. And I love Disney too much. I'm a Disney apologist. Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw the poster.
There's a new poster for The Rise of Skywalker, which is coming out this December.
Yep.
The last in the nine episode
This
Skywalker
trilogy.
saga.
Yeah.
And the last in this Resistance.
Allegedly the last.
I think it will be naman, given that they have all these upcoming properties anyway. And 2 new trilogies. Also, one trilogy will be by D&D of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So that's another. I guess we're gonna be breaking that news as they come.
Mm.
But they showed the poster for this new movie, and it's really cool. It's wallpaper worthy. After my Taylor Swift wallpaper phase.
They lock screen mo yung isa-isa
Yeah,
screen
lock
mo.
screen ko kasi si Taylor Swift ngayon dahil sa Lover, which you should go listen
I have
to
not
right
listened
now
to it.
because it's so good.
Listen to it after you listen to this podcast. Tapos in-cue mo na.
No, listen to it before our next episode
Ah,
kasi our next episode will be talking about
Lover.
Lover and Taylor Swift and our love for Taylor Swift and being a Taylor Swift apologist. So, back to Star Wars. They also showed new footage daw during D23, and the exciting or mysterious twist to it is that Rey will be donning Sith robes and wielding a double blade red lightsaber.
Yeah.
So,
Parang Darth Maul's lightsaber. No?
yeah, and it's Dark Rey. Everyone's been theorizing when will Dark Rey appear. I mean, you've had semblances of a Dark Rey in The Last Jedi. So, I'm pretty sure by the end of it, Dark Rey is just a phase of Rey's life. But to have Dark Rey in existence at all is pretty exciting.
Or maybe it's just a cheat. Like, you know, there's this scene in A New Hope where Luke Skywalker is in a bounty hunter outfit.
Yeah.
Baka yun lang yun.
Parang dream sequence lang na Rey imagines that she's Dark
double agent
Rey.
lang.
But we don't know what will happen.
Sana.
They say it's really, I mean, the cast during this panel were saying that it's a really historic or game-changing end of a saga. So that's
cool.
exciting. Coming out December. Of course, we'll be having our Star Wars episodes by December as well. Bago tayo mag-MMFF season.
Yeah.
Star Wars episodes muna tayo. I think one episode will be about about The Last Jedi and everyone arguing about
The
it.
divisive movie.
Yep. Kasi may mga tao na akong kasama na, oh my gosh, we love The Last Jedi.
love that
And then
movie.
I think there was one person on the podcast also who said, I'm not really a fan of Last Jedi. So
Really?
let's see how that will turn out in December. And di ko nabanggit kanina na we're gonna have a High School Musical special in November, near November 12 after High School Musical the series. So
Mouthful, ain't it?
a lot of things to watch out for Disney, Disney Plus, Marvel, Star
A lot.
Wars, everything.
Overwhelming amount of news.
Take my money.
I'm gonna earn money before I start doing this.
Actually, kailangan ko rin mag-ipon.
Someone sponsor this podcast. Thanks.
Yeah, please. So that's pretty much all the news
That's a
or
lot.
the exciting news
Yeah.
that came out in D23. Obviously, hindi siya mapapasok sa main episode kasi sobrang dami. So,
I'm sure there's gonna be news tomorrow.
more and more news that will be in our next Popcorn
Yeah.
segment. So, thanks Ian for
You're welcome.
randomly saying yes to this
Yeah.
minisode.
Sorry to your audience if I'm a little madaldal. Charot.
That's the point of this whole
Podcast pala
thing.
to.
That's why we have a podcast. And happy holiday to everyone. Today is a holiday.
Happy
The
yes.
day we're releasing this.
Yeah.
So I hope you're having a good
Much
day before work returns tomorrow.
Tama yan.
So
Kaya,
yeah.
kaya puro Marvel kasi yun, Heroes Day, di ba?
Yes. So whoever you idolize as your heroes, maybe it's Jose Rizal or
Your dad.
your dad or your lolo, your mom, your lola, Darna, Spider-Man, sino pa man yan. So, yun. That's pretty much it for our Day23 News Roundup special minisode, quote-unquote. We should make a name for long minisodes or non-long, I don't know.
Good. Soda. Not gonna be
Parang
mini.
extra butter, ganun.
Pwede.
Pop,
Para-
extra butter.
Extra large. Or with drink.
Extra, basta, pag-iisipan namin yan as we go along on this pod
We'll figure it out.
ride. It's really fun. So again, thanks Ian for being here.
Thank you,
Do you
Cholo.
have any last words, any recommendations for people to listen to watch?
I think you guys should check out. I think when this comes out, Peaky Blinders will be out. I'm not sure. So just watch Peaky Blinders, The Boys. I've been watching a lot of those. Hopefully I could be a guest again somewhere along the line.
I'm sure you will be. The pod squad is growing and I'm happy you guys are all willing to just spaz out with me on everything. Dahil madaldal naman tayong lahat when we talk about things that we love.
Yep.
And ako, just listen to Lover again. And watch out for our next episode that's coming this Thursday. Our usual episode. And it's gonna be about Taylor Swift in general. Taylor Swift and Lover. And yeah. So, of course, for all other episodes, you can go listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and wherever you stream your popcorn. Yes, stream your popcorn. And, of course, go and follow us on social media. That's at Popcorn with Cholo. That's at Popcorn W Cholo on IG, Twitter, Facebook. And don't forget to rate us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify, wherever. Thank you so much to everyone who's been listening. Dumadami na kayo. Thank you. May pinatutunguhan pala itong ginagawa ko. So, ito eh. Thank you. And see you on our next episode. Goodbye.